Man, I got a story to tell now, man. You see, earlier I was trying to make my way into Mexico. I get there, and I get kicked out. Let me tell you the story, man. Unbelievable, man. How you doing today? You hanging out with the one and only Philly Dom. I'm getting ready to leave the country. Not the U.S., but I'm leaving Mexico to go to the U.S. to take care of some business. So I'm in the line. I'm almost at the front of the line, so I just wanted to let you guys see what's the process to leave. You have to give them your passport. When you're driving out of Mexico, you're going into the U.S. So you have to give them your passport, and then they're going to ask you if you're declaring anything. They ask you three things. Are you declaring anything? They're going to ask you,
what were you doing over there?
And
how long did you stay?
What are we doing in Mexico, and how long you going to stay?
And where are you headed?
Those
three questions.
That's the questions they'll ask you. And if they don't believe your story or something not right, they'll give you a secondary. But yeah, I just want you to see what's going on. This is the line. And you're going to be hanging with me a lot today, because when I come back, I'm going to take the train back into Mexico through the San Ysidro border. Right now, I'm at the Otay border. If you have to leave out of Mexico and you're in the Tijuana area, this is the fastest border to leave out of right here. This border right here, this is called the Otay border. But yeah, I just want you guys to see what's going on, man, out here in Mexico. And we seconds from entering the States.
Tell them about the ready lane and the different lanes.
Well, they have a ready lane. That's if you have your passport, you can go in a ready lane. And also, if you don't have a passport, believe it or not, some people lose their passports or something happened. They don't have the passport, you can show your ID. If you're an American citizen,
they'll look you up.
They'll look you up, they'll find you, even if they got to go in secondary with you, which they take your car to the side and have another officer who will sit there and double check all your paperwork. They'll find who you are.
Just depends on who you get
and who you dealing with.
Yeah, they're all different, but
they're all different for the most part.
3 questions.
That's the three questions.
You know, if you don't know, most people who don't know, turn around down to see show them where it says ready lane. Most people who don't know, like I don't know if you guys see that in green, it says ready lane. Most people who don't know will spend hours in the wrong line. There's 2 lines, right? There's actually 3 lines, but over here there's 2 lines. There's like the ready lane line, where if you have a passport and you're able to come. There's that other line where if you have to show them your papers, your visa, proof that you have authorization to go. And there's usually another line with a medical line. If you have like
a medical issue, they can get you out of the country pretty fast.
So yeah, if you have a medical issue, and then there's the Sentry.
Yeah.
Sentry is you can pay a couple extra bucks. It's like $150, $200 for like 3-4 years, and then you're able to just get through really fast.
All right, that's it, guys. We up at the front, so we got to cut off the camera now, or we're gonna be in a world of trouble.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Talk to you guys. I'm making my way back to the train station. Making my way back to the train station so I can make my way back down to Tijuana, Mexico, and I'm gonna go into Tijuana. So I'm gonna let you see how it's done. Talk to you guys in a little bit. Please share, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. What's up, guys? How you doing today? It's the one and only Philly John. I'm out here at the San Ysidro, California border that goes into Tijuana, Mexico, and San Diego County. I'm 20 minutes away south of San Diego, and the border's over this way. Let you see. So I'm getting ready to cross into the border right now. Earlier today, I crossed out of the what's not the San Ysidro border. I crossed into the U.S. from the Otay border, which is maybe like 6 miles going that way. And now I'm making my way back into Tijuana. I had some business to take care of in downtown San Diego. Also, I went to the mall, and now I'm making my way back into Mexico. So come with me, and then I'll let you see what you have to do to get back into the border. Talk to you later. This is all new to me. I ain't walked the border in a year and a half. They might make me turn off the camera. We'll find out. They might make me turn off the camera like I was saying just now, but we'll find out. And I'm walking into Mexico right now. When I get right by the border, I know I'm gonna definitely have to, right before I go inside Mexican immigration, I'm gonna definitely have to turn off the camera. So far, so good. So far, so good. Man, walking this hill tires you out a little bit, but I'm all right. Make sure I got my passport. Welcome to Mexico. Man, I got a story to tell now, man. You see, earlier I was trying to make my way into Mexico. I get there and I get kicked out. Let me tell you the story, man. Unbelievable, man. So you see the footage. I got off the train. You see that. I'm talking to you guys. I'm got the music on. I'm showing you around and everything. Let me get comfortable. And I walk up to leave out of the U.S. and go into Mexico. I still got the camera on. I'm showing you me walking up and everything like you just seen. in the footage. And then when I get up to the entry, I walk in, and as soon as I get in the entry, I go through these little the little gate they have there, the little sliding gate. I go through there, and I cut off the camera. I said, because I gotta deal with immigration. So I go to immigration. They look at my passport. First of all, I knew it was something weird when I went to immigration. There was nobody in the line. Nobody's in line in immigration. Nobody's in the line. So I'm like, this is kind of odd. So then some guy comes up to me and said, "Oh, you're a U.S. citizen." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a U.S. citizen." So I give him my passport and everything. And then he takes me, he looks at it. He said, "What are you here for?" I said, "I'm down here visiting a friend or whatever." You always got to give him some kind of story why you being in Mexico. You know what I mean? Sometimes I tell him I live there, or I'm just passing through, I'm visiting. But I told him I'm going to go visit a friend because it was a friend bugging me at the border, kept calling me to come see him. I ain't seen him in a while. I knew him for like 10 years, even though he said I knew him for like 15 years. He put more on it now, now that he know I'm doing the YouTube and everything. So make it long, so I'm going to go see him, whatever. So I tell him I'm going to go see a friend. So he's like, "Come with me in the back, sir." So usually they never take you in the back unless they got some kind of problems with your paperwork, or they swipe your passport, maybe somebody's looking for the U.S. government or the Mexican government or some kind of issue. So I get in there. So it's a guy in front of me. They have him at the desk. He's on, he has a skateboard with him, whatever. He's talking with them in Spanish, whatever. I see them give him some money. I'm like, oh man, they using this to bribe people to get money. So I'm thinking they bribing people to get money. So I'm like, they ain't gonna get no money from me. So after that guy left, he's like, "Okay, thank you, sir." He took his skateboard, skated on out. They said, "Sir, please come to the desk." I come to the desk, and they like, "Oh, he's giving me this story already. I'm on the defense. He on the defense. The cashier, not the cashier or whatever, the immigration officer / cashier, whatever you want to call him." So he's already on the defense. He's like, it's rough times right now. He's giving me the sob story. It's rough times right now. We're dealing with COVID in Mexico. Stuff is rough. What do you do for a living? I'm like, I work in the Alaskan the seafood industry. Also, I'm a full-time YouTuber. He's like, "What is your business down here in Mexico?" I was like, "I got a friend. I'm going to go visit a friend." Even though you guys know I'm staying down in Mexico, but I actually, like I said before, going to go visit this friend. So he said, "Okay, that's cool and everything." Then he's telling me that I have to pay. He's telling me that you have to get a visa and you have to pay for a visa. I said, if I'm only going to be here for 1 or 2 days in Mexico, why should I have to pay for a visa? Because I'm going to give you guys game. This is game now. If you, not flying, this is not if you flying. Flying is different, but flying is the same way too. Because I use it before even flying. But if you're walking into Tijuana or any of these borders next to the U.S., and say you're just going to take your girlfriend, your wife, and you're going to be there for like 1 or 2 days, they usually don't charge you for the visa. After 7 days, they'll charge you for a 6-month visa, which is around like 30 US to be exact. It's like around 30 US. And in pesos, it's like 500 and something pesos. So let's just say 600 pesos. It's a little less than that, but we just rounding it about. So he tells me I have to pay 30 US. And I'm like, "Oh, I lived in Mexico for 10 years. I know the rules, and I'm going back and forth. If I'm going to Mexico one day and I'm coming back to the U.S. the next day, I don't have to get that type of visa. Or if I'm going to the U.S. for a couple of days, then I go back to Mexico, I don't have to get that. I don't have to pay $30 for the visa." And we're going back and forth. And then I see the line is piling up with more people coming in. They bringing more and more people in. So we're arguing back and forth about this. And he's telling me like, "Oh, you have to pay the $30." I'm like, "I'm not paying the $30. And then I told him, "Show me something on paper. Show me something on paper in English or in Spanish that says if I'm going to be in your country for 1 or 2 days without leaving out of your country, I have to pay $30. And then he was like, "Oh, this guy's a smart ass. He's a smart guy. He thinks he knows everything." I tell him my son was born down in Mexico. I have Mexican friends. You can't run the Mexican game on me. I know how Tijuana is greedy for money and this and that. And now you guys are trying to use this COVID to make money because these are not regular rules in Mexico. And we're going back and forth. By that time, he calls like a security guard or immigration, another immigration officer. And they came and got me. They said, "Sir, we're taking you. You got to leave." I'm saying, "Where are you taking me?" They already got my passport in my hand, so I'm going anywhere my passport is at because you don't want to lose your passport. So he's walking me out through the special gate. I'm like, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. So we walking through these like different part of the building. Usually you just walk around the corner and you check your bags in and you go out the door and woo, you're in Mexico. Well, not Philly down. They had me going through like the office space where, like, you know, where all the immigration officers work, or they detain people down this hilly part of the building and around this side corner and this other thing. I'm like, it's like a detective type thing. This is kind of crazy. And nobody's speaking English with me. They're all like talking in Spanish. I'm trying to get what they're saying. And I'm like, what's going on? I got rights. I'm a U.S. citizen. I got rights. I need to go see my friend. I promised my friend I'm going to go see him. And man, then we get out to this one part, and I see it's part of Mexico. It's like the San Ysidro border part where people are going back into the U.S. They take me there. I skipped the whole line. They take me to the front of the line. They talk to the U.S. Border Patrol. Now they speak in English, like, sir, we had a confrontation with this guy. He's not wanted in our country right now. He doesn't want to follow the rules. I'm like, before you couldn't even speak no English. Now all of a sudden you like a college graduate with your English speaking. I'm like, this is unbelievable. Man, they kicked me out, man. So they gave my passport over to the U.S. immigration. It's embarrassing. You know, the people in the line, they looking like, what did he do? So they took my passport, and then the U.S. immigration gave it back to me and said, they saying they don't want you. I heard what he said. They don't want me in the country because I wasn't cooperating and I didn't want to pay the $30. But I was under the impression that they were robbing me, because in Mexico you always got to be up in your game, and not all in Mexico. I'm not gonna say that because I've been in places like Guadalajara and Mexico City. The people are cool. They chill. They relax. It's a different vibe. But on that border, people are hungry on that border. On them U.S. Mexican borders, people are hungry, so they're always trying to get over on you for, you know, $1, $2, $5, $10, $20, $100, whatever they can do. I'm not gonna mention no names. We already know the number one people that try to get you in Tijuana for your money, and it's not a criminal. Believe me, you figure that one out. I ain't even gonna say it on camera, but everybody know who they are. So and they don't make drug moves either. I'm trying to make it easy as possible for you guys. So I eliminated the drug guy, and I eliminated the robber. So who else could it be? They the ones that probably get you for the most money down there in Tijuana. So they gave me they gave me the U.S. Customs gave me my passport back, and they sent me back in the U.S. So when I'm in the U.S. line, I'm asking people what's going on, and then they telling me now, yeah, it's because of the COVID that they say they can't even blame Mexico. Every country they're actually capitalizing on this COVID thing as far as money. But he was right. He was like, I was talking to a Mexican American guy, or a Mexican guy that lives in the U.S., but you know, he's Mexican, but he lives in the U.S. He's a U.S. citizen, but he's born in Mexico, but he's a U.S. citizen now. And he's telling me, yeah, they're charging everybody. They're charging everybody $30 to go into Tijuana, Mexico right now. So I'm just trying to put you guys up on game and let you know what's out there. If you're gonna go into Tijuana, Mexico, make sure you got like $30. Okay, you got $30 in your pocket if you're walking through. This only happens when you walk through. But if you driving, you just drive right in. There's no problem. That's what I told them. I think that's why they got mad at me too. Because I told them, like, yo, I've been coming down here for the last 2 weeks now, back and forth, you know, handling business in San Diego, going back to Tijuana a couple of days, going to San Diego to handle some business, coming back now. But I've been driving through. This is the first time I didn't drive through. I was like, let me just walk through today. So me walking through, it caused some problems. So if you walking through Tijuana, Mexico, or any of them borders between the U.S. border and Mexican border, along Texas, Arizona, what is the other one? New Mexico, any of them lines right there, they're going to charge you $30. So get ready for that if you're walking through. But if you're driving through, they're not going to charge you nothing. Now, if they stop you, they may charge you. I never got stopped so far. Only been back 2 weeks in this area. But if you're driving through, you just drive your car through, and that's it. You go on through. But they can stop you. They randomly stop people. I'll let you know. Maybe I'll do another video if they stop me, and I'll tell you the procedures they stop me. But I've been going back and forth with no problem. I have to pay nothing, and all of a sudden now they want to charge $30 for the visa. And like I said before, the first 7 days of a Mexican visa is free. If you're gonna go, say, oh, I'm gonna take my wife to Cancun. You live in LA, and you go to Cancun, and you're only gonna stay in Cancun for 5 days. That's free. The visa is free. You don't have to pay the $30. Now, after 7 days, they'll charge you for a 6-month visa, which is $30. But now they're charging everybody. So if you're there for 1 hour, say you're going down there to get your teeth done for 2 hours, come right back into the U.S., they charging you $30 for it. And it was kind of weird because some people came down to visit me. Shout out to TJ, man, my boy up in Cali from Miami. Shout out to him. Shout out to the Brothers Hermanos. Shout out to them. A couple people came down to visit me. They always talking about they paid some money because they all walked in. They paid a couple dollars, like $30. And I'm like, what are they talking about? Because, you know, Philly Dom, I think I know everything because I lived there for like 10 years. But obviously now they're using this as a way to capitalize on money. So they making everybody pay. So I'm just trying to put you up on game. So, man, so now I'm back here in San Diego doing this video, man. I'm pissed off about it, but it happens. I'll be back, going back to Mexico tomorrow, driving through. All right, but just putting you up on game once again. If you coming down to Mexico and you walking in on foot, it's $30. Now, some people ask me about the club situation. I'm gonna answer that real quick for you. This is just a bonus. This is not even supposed to be on this video, but it's a bonus. I know you guys are asking about Hong Kong and Chavelas and Chicago. You guys know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. And I can even tell you about Revolution. They're not in this video. The clubs are not open on the first floor. Every club, if you go in Zona Norte, where I did that video at, the clubs are not open on the first floor. They're all closed. You have to go up into the hotels of the club, and on the upper levels, like the second levels. Well, let me give you one example. Like Hong Kong, their club is open on the 7th level, so they just they use all the rooms down and everything in the hallway, and they just made it like if you was in college and you had like a dormitory party and everybody's walking through the hallway, that's the vibe you're gonna get right now. But the actual Hong Kong club is not open. The actual Chicago club on the first level is not open. You got to go up into the hotel, the second floor or the third floor, whatever the club is, and that's where the club is. And yes, they're open 24 hours. It's the same thing as usual, but nothing is open on the first level. No club is open on the first level. So from the untrained eye, and if you don't speak Spanish like that and you don't ask nobody, if you would take a taxi or drive in and you went over there, you're like, damn, everything looks empty. Now, as far as Revolution, the clubs are, you can see the clubs are actually open. You don't have to go up on levels or anything for the clubs and stuff. In Revolution, the bars, the restaurants, or anything like that, they're all open. The hours are not like 24 hours. Like before, you could be on Revolution like a year and a half ago, and clubs are open like 24 hours, 7 days a week. So now, like, they start closing them around like 12, 1 o'clock. The clubs on Revolution go. And then you got Plaza Zapato. It's the same thing. That's a nice little rich area where the Plaza Rio Mall is. That's like maybe 5 minutes from Revolution. It's a nice little area over there. They got a bunch of bars. They got a mall there and everything. Now, everything like that, the movies and stuff like that, used to stay open later. Everything closes like around 12 o'clock, 12 at night, just to let you know. And that's it for now. Oh, yeah, they did have an incident. They did have an incident down there. I know people want to know about that. They did have an incident. I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't know everything, but yeah, it was an incident in one of the clubs. I ain't gonna put the club out there like that. Everybody know what the club is. But somebody a female did get their neck throat. I think it was like a stalker, some guy she was talking to or something like that. I don't know all the details, but that's what people was telling me. So that incident did happen. That's really true, but that's isolated incidents that happen down here. But for the most part, it's still safe for you to come down and everything like that. Because a lot of people have been hitting me up like how safe it is to come to Tijuana, Mexico. This is Tijuana, man. I mean, my prayers go out to the loved ones of that female. Their neck was her neck was cut. That's no way is that cool or that's not right. But this type of stuff been happening in Mexico forever and ever. This is, I don't want to say regular, man. How could I say, man? It's kind of hard. Tijuana, it's the same Tijuana I always known. There's nothing changed. But like I said, that was in Coahuila Street, which where I did that video at. That's a real dangerous part of town. For the most people won't go to that area. If you stay on Revolution and you stay on Zona Rosa and them areas, you'll be all right. Coahuila guys come down there because they have the clubs down there. We know what type of clubs. I ain't got to mention it. It's certain clubs that guys go to down there. And that's a real dangerous neighborhood. That's probably one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in the whole world. And like that's an example of incidents that happen in that area. But if you was in like Zona Rosa or what is it, Zona Rosa, or by the Plaza Rio Mall, which is the Zona Rosa area, and that area is more upscale, or Gallerias, Hyperdrome. I might be saying it wrong, Hyperdrome. That area, stuff like that don't happen, but it happened in that area, in that dangerous area. So I'm just, putting you guys up on Tijuana and what's going on. But make sure you have your $30 if you walk through. And if you drive through, still have your $30 in your pocket, because they could pull you over. And when they pull you over, they're going to ask you for your license or your passport and stuff like that. And they might ask you if you have the visa. But like I said, you have to pay $30 to get into Mexico now by foot. And a visa lasts you 6 months. So when you pay that $30, they can give you a Mexican visa for 6 months. Keep that visa inside of your passport if you're going to come back down here again, and you should be all right. Thank you guys for tuning in. More videos to come. And I'm going to take that trip again. I'm going to still walk through again in a couple of days, man. I'm a little upset now. I'm going to still walk through again in a couple of days. And I promise to get that footage walking into Mexico so you can see everything and how it's done completely. But this time everything went south, and it happens. It happens. It happens to the best of us. So you live and you learn, man. But yeah, it seemed like this COVID situation, people are capitalizing. And like I said, it's not just the Mexicans. It's like countries worldwide with the COVID tests and this and that. I understand they want to keep people healthy. They want to keep everything safe. And COVID is a serious thing. And my prayers go out to family members that are dealing with loved ones that passed away and loved ones that are sick and all sorts of things that's going on with the COVID. I just took one the other day, man. They just shoved it in my nose. So you guys take care. Please share my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. And please give my video a like. And I'll see you guys. Had to wipe some. I got this new light I'm using. It's making me sweat. Had to wipe some sweat off my nose. See you guys in the next video. Peace out from I'm not even in Tijuana. I can't say I'm in Tijuana, Mexico. Peace out from San Diego, California. Let's see if Philly Don make it to Tijuana tomorrow. I salute you all.